First game in Denver, and Brian Marchment back in the Oilers lineup. Maybe an inspirational lift, maybe not. Early on, Greg DeVries is outworked by Eric Lacroix of the Avalanche, and he bangs it in, and they get the first goal of the series. Still in the first period, Peter Forsberg will bump Ryan Smith off the puck, and he will grab it and get it to Claude Lemieux. And Lemieux, Mr. Congeniality in the NHL, flips that backhander in. It's 2-0 Colorado. Now, Boris Mironov, a defenseman, had the best Edmonton chance. Look at this move for a defenseman. Inside, outside, on foot. Can't get it past Patrick Roy's glove, though. Now, Ryan Smith, who gave away the puck on that one goal, looks good on this one. Freeing the puck from Patrick Roy, getting it out to Kelly Buchberger, who buries it. Edmonton's on the board, down 2-1, though. Forsberg makes it 3-1. Then Joe Sakic to Sandis Ozolinsh. He jumps into that play so well. Backhand, 4-1, Avalanche in control. Meanwhile, Patrick Roy continues to frustrate Edmonton. Doug Weight wide open in front for 2 whacks. Can't score. If there's any other doubt, it was put to rest right here. Forsberg will jump on a juicy rebound. Bad angle, but he puts it in. That makes it 5-1 Colorado. Scary moment in the game, late for the Oilers. Arnott gets tripped up by Forsberg and hits the glass hard. Shaken up, but able to stay in the game. But the Oilers default 5-1 to Colorado in game number 1 of this series. Joe Sakic, 3 assists, 15 points in the playoffs to lead all scorers. The only player in the NHL to have points in every playoff game. Patrick Roy, 35 saves for career playoff win number 91. Let's get more from Denver.
Alone. Intense? I think so. Doug Weight, Peter Forsberg, nose-to-nose, first period. Colorado 2-man advantage. Joey Sakic in over the line to Scott Young, who waits and fires it home. 1-0 Avalanche. Claude Lemieux feeds Peter Forsberg, wide open net, but Cujo stops it. Second period, Doug Weight on the breakaway. Weight backhand beats Patrick Roy to tie the game at 1. Peter Forsberg then carries the puck in over the line to Valerie Kamensky. Kamensky fans on it, but throws off Kelly Buchberger's skate into his own net. 2-1 Avalanche. Hear that rumble? It's the Avalanche picking up steam on the power play. Valerie Kamensky out to Claude Lemieux, 3-1 Colorado. And that's got the Avalanche fans all pumped up. A little unusual looking, but they're pumped up. Third period, Kelly Buchberger is beaten by Rene Corbet. Corbet walks out, weak backhand, beats Joseph to make it 4-1. Patrick Roy, solid as always. Mario Shakowski, the shot, stopped. The rebound, Mike Greer, stopped as well. The Colorado Avalanche are in complete control. They go on to win this one 4-1. Colorado has now outscored its opponents 25-3 at home during these playoffs. And at the other end of the ice, Patrick Roy made 42 saves for the Avalanche. After the game, our Ken Chillibeck asked Jason Arnott what the Oilers have to do to penetrate Roy's armor.
Having a real problem. First period, Daniel McGillis takes down Mike Keane, so Patrick Roy goes to the bench, but then scurries back. Look at this, diving. The puck was going into the net, lunging to make the save on the power play that they got. Kamensky to Peter Forsberg. Look at that classic Colorado power play work. 1-0 for the Avs. Oilers looking to knock Roy off his game. Still in the first. Ryan Smith nails John Clem into Roy down on the ice. Wide open net for Buchberger. He simply slides it in. Roy not pleased, and you can't really blame him. Don Koharski, a real busy guy, called 8 minor penalties in the first period. Second period now, after another penalty, Ron Lowe furious with what's going on. After the Avs score a power play goal, Forsberg to Claude Lemieux. Is he amazing in the playoffs or what? 3-2 Avs after 2. Third period, Peter Forsberg battling with Brian Muir. Forsberg taken down, bangs his head on the ice, forced to leave the game. They're calling it a mild concussion, did not return. Minutes later, Mironov, point shot. Buchberger whacks in the rebound. Oilers tied at 3. Late third period, Daniel McGillis throws it in front. Ryan Smith is going to whack it in. Look at the poise for those Oilers. They trailed it when it began, and they're up and celebrating in the end. 4-3 Edmonton over Colorado. They're right back in the series, trailing it 2-1. Cujo only forced to make 21 saves. Let's get more in this game from Ken Chillibeck. They're still playing as Ryan Smith. 2 big goals, including the winner in the last game. First period, Adam Foote with a point shot. Valerie Kamensky with a weak-looking backhander. You don't do that very often. Beat Cujo on a weak one. 1-0. Oilers press. Ryan Smith walks around here. The backhander, but there's Patrick Roy with the toe save. Time winding down in the first. Sakic to Adam Deadmarsh. A perfect feed. Joseph dives and gets a piece. Do you believe that save? Second period, the Oilers shorthanded Todd Marchand. The story of these playoffs so far has been his speed. Against Dallas, he did it. Against the Avalanche, he does it right there. What a beautiful play. It's tied at 1. Then Gusarov flattens Mike Greer. This will be a costly cross-check because on the ensuing power play, Doug Weight springs Ryan Smith right there. Smith with a weak-looking forehand that beats Roy Tough to figure. Late in the frame, the Avs in the power play. Claude Lemieux out in front. Sanders Ozolinsh is going to whack at it. Tied at 2. Go into overtime. And in OT, watch the save by Cujo. He was so brilliant time after time. He stacks him right there on Kamensky, but the rebound. Kamensky to Claude Lemieux, and he banks it in off of Joseph. He reached behind him, but it was too late. Oh, what a tough one. 3-2, Colorado over Edmonton. That means the Avalanche now lead the series 3-1. Talk about a tough loss. Lemieux has league-leading 9 playoff goals. He scored in 6 straight games. Joseph with 38 saves. Let's get more on this game from our Ken Chillibeck.
Beautiful shot, 1-0, Colorado. Avalanche tapped it and he scored. Lacroix in front of the net. 2-0, Colorado. Had it. Only 10 seconds left in the penalty now. 2-on-1 Edmonton. That big 2-on-1. And Marchand scores! Marchand on the perfect relay from Ren Murray. And the Oilers are back in the hunt. Smith dumping it in. Wait shot. Harmless it up, but now Kovalenko coming back in front. Good shot, score! Arnott moved in the slot and took the pass and tied the game. 2-2. Kovalenko got it out front with the pass, getting to Mironov, and his shot. Rebound. Score! The Edmonton Oilers have tied the hockey game with 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining to the point. Ozolinsh just kept it in. Side of the net with his leg, and he scores! They get the goal, and probably Denmark will get it.
Looking for a possible second Conn Smythe trophy. Pick it up in the second. Oilers shorthanded, 2-on-1. Ren Murray to Todd Marchand to the back of the net. Tied at 2 after 2. Third period just underway. 35 seconds in. Claude Lemieux shot stop. His rebound scores. His 10th of the playoffs, and it's 3-2 for the Avalanche. Then things get a little ugly. Mike Keane actually breaks his stick on Kovalenko. Brutal. Minor penalty called. Oilers on the power play. And just as the penalty expires, Boris Mironov's shot. The rebound picked up by Kovalenko, who tucks it in. Sweet revenge, tied at 3. Late in the third, Kovalenko cross-checks Mike Ricci. Another penalty called on the power play. Kamensky to Adam Deadmarsh, who beats Cujo. They review it, but the goal does indeed stand. And Kovalenko, not at all happy. 4-3 for the Avalanche. To the dying seconds of the game now. Watch the top of your screen. Mike Keane called for tripping. Oilers, last chance on the power play. Dying seconds. Mironov fans on it, and with that, it is over. The Edmonton Oilers had the great playoff run, but they fall just a little short. The Edmonton Oilers do have a great future. What's in the future for the Avalanche? Well, a date with the Red Wings in the Western Conference Final. Game 1 goes